Yo, what up, though? It's the $1 Million Kid, Jose Guapo. And I want to give a shout out to Mikey T, the movie star. We on Report Card Radio. Let's get it.
So Guapo, Jose Guapo, I really appreciate you joining me on the channel today. Can you tell me little bit about where you grew up and how you grew up?
I grew up in Atlanta. I was born and raised in Atlanta. I was born at Grady Hospital, which is downtown Atlanta. And I grew up in poverty. My mom and my dad, they both stayed in the projects. My grandma on my mom's side, it's some projects called Bankhead Court on the west side, and they had an A and B side, which was just across the street from each other. My grandma on my dad's side stayed on one side, and my grandma on my mom's side stayed on the other side. And I just been, what I'm saying, in the streets. I grew up in the streets. I was a baby. I'm walking around apartments in my pamper, following my mama wherever she go.
So this was Zone 3?
Nah, that was the west side. That was the west side. That's when I was a baby. That's why I said I was a baby. I was still in Pampers. As I got older to age, when I started going outside, playing like football and basketball with the kids in the neighborhood and all that. That's when all that started in Zone 3. Like I jumped off the porch, started doing little bad things and all that. Like everything that I did as far as street stuff was in Zone 3.
Word. So tell me a little bit about Zone 3, man. I'm really just learning it. I've done a couple interviews with a couple different cats, like Young LA. I actually went to Atlanta and linked with Shorty LO back in the day, man. Could you tell me a little bit about Zone
Zone 3
3?
like the Harlem of New York. Like Zone 3 is like the Harlem in New York. That's what Zone 3 is in Atlanta. Like we get fly, we get money, like we get bitches, like we like flashy things. We like to be, fly, dressing nice, just bossed up, self-made bosses. I mean, it's grimy, high murder rate, very, very like shiesty. It's like, I can just put it like this, like it's like any other hood or projects across the world, like the same thing that going on, like drug infested, like broken homes, shit like that, like throwed off homies, shit like that. Endless, unnecessary, just like unnecessary murders, robberies. Shit. Niggas know what's going on in the hood. That same shit going on in Zone 3. And we got a gas station in Zone 3 called Club Chevron. It's located off of University and Pryor. And I've been going there for like almost 15 years of my life. And that Club Chevron only speak for itself. Like if you can't go to Club Chevron, like you ain't really from Zone 3.
I wanted to ask you, who were some of the different people that you ran into in Zone 3? Who were some of the more popular artists to come out of Zone 3?
Thug. Thug is from Zone 3. Pee Wee Longway. Young LA. Who else? I don't want to leave nobody out. But like Bankroll Fresh. It ain't too many. Like we ain't that deep. Like it ain't too many that done made it out. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you, Guapo, what was it that thrusted you into the music business, man? When did you see that your first opportunity could happen in music?
As a teenager, I was hanging with some bros, and then I was hanging with one of my bros from Fourth Ward. He's from Fourth Ward, and we was like two of the me and him. He was from Fourth Ward, I was from Zone 3, but we was like two of the littlest, flyest guys. Like had all the girls in high school, all that old type of shit. And me and him, and we had family ties, so me and him locked in like that was my family, and he's still family. I'm talking about Baby Charles. And then once I met him, man, like I was already going to like football games and the basketball games and shit to just show off my outfits and shit, because I always was a nice dresser, one best dressed in high school, all that. So shit, me and him started linking up at games and shit. Mean that like high school football games and shit. And I went to a game. I went to like it's a school called Douglas High. I went to their homecoming, and then that's when I met the rich kids, and I just locked in with them ever since. Locked in with them, and then we made the first song I ever made was my partner. That was the first song I ever made. That was the first like professionally recorded song I ever recorded, and that song caught within 24 hours. It was viral, and this back when viral wasn't even no thing, but it's like that would be the word for it right now. Like, it was viral. Like, we uploaded the video on Facebook the night that we did the song. The next morning, every school in Atlanta was talking about it. Every high school, middle school in Atlanta was talking about it. To the point it brought in people. It brought in people to us like this was on the business level for, as far as management, or as people trying to sign us, different things like that.
So you had mentioned a little bit earlier that you and Young Thug are actually from the same zone. Did you ever get the chance to have a relationship with Thug?
And we went to school together.
Damn, can you tell me a little bit about that? It's crazy.
We went to middle school together. We went to Price Middle School together. We went to Price Middle School together. And he was just cool. Like, we used to be like class clowns and shit like that.
So you won the what'd you say, best dressed you won?
Yeah, I won best dress
You won best dressed. I
at
actually
Price Middle
won
School.
class clown.
Yeah, I see. I wasn't just a class clown because I ain't never been just super funny, but it's like I just was popular. So anything I say, like, it'll be people. I wouldn't even be trying to be funny sometimes, but
Right.
since I was so popular, if I say something, it'll
Everyone
just
thought
be
it was
people
funny.
trying to be down. They'll be laughing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Same thing. So take me into it though, Guapo. You and Thug, was there anybody else in the school as well, man? But could you see yourself going to be rappers back in the day?
Nah, I promise you. Like, we both won. I can't really speak for him, but I can speak for myself. But I went on the rapping tip. Like, I went in middle school saying I'm gonna be a rapper when I grow up. I knew I wasn't going to college. Like, I knew that in middle school that I wasn't going to college.
So outside of school, did you get to have any more of a relationship with Thug?
Yeah, yeah. We had a good relationship. Like, I know his mom like, I know his mom, all types. I know his sisters, his brothers. Yeah, he have a deaf family inside of his family. I know his deaf brother. Like, yeah, like, I know his family. Like, I don't been around his kids and all that. Like, I know his baby moms went to school with his baby mom and shit like that. Yeah.